Hey there, night travelers. Welcome back to NightStoryHQ, where shadows whisper, legends linger, and the unknown feels just a little too close for comfort. Tonight, I've got a tale that's been drifting on the waves of history for over a century, leaving behind a salty trail of questions, riddles, and rope. A mystery so baffling, so perfectly eerie, that it feels plucked straight from the pages of a ghost story, only it really happened. Picture this. The year is 1872. The Atlantic is cold, dark, and churning with secrets. And somewhere in its vast expanse, a lone ship, perfectly intact, its sails partially set, glides silently across the water. No distress signal, no signs of struggle, just drifting. The crew, gone, vanished. Left behind were their belongings, barrels of cargo untouched, and a ship's log that abruptly stopped mid-sentence. That ship was the Mary Celeste, and what happened aboard her remains one of the most chilling maritime mysteries in history. Let's go back to the beginning. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York Harbor on November 7, 1872. She was a sturdy brigantine, about 100 feet long, captained by a man named Benjamin Spooner Briggs. Now, Captain Briggs was no novice. He was deeply religious, respected by his peers, and had over 18 years of sailing experience under his belt. This trip was supposed to be routine, an overseas voyage to Genoa, Italy, carrying a cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. Traveling with Briggs was his wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7. Altogether, 10 souls aboard, all alive, all seemingly in good spirits when they departed. But just a month later, on December 5th, a passing vessel called the Dei Gratia spotted the Mary Celeste wandering aimlessly in the waters near the Azores Islands. The ship looked odd, off course, sails fluttering strangely in the wind, almost like it was drunk on the ocean itself. The Dei Gratia's captain, David Morehouse, knew Briggs personally, which made what he found next even more disturbing. When a boarding party climbed aboard, they expected wreckage, or at least signs of an emergency. Instead, they found the Mary Celeste eerily calm. Her cargo was mostly intact, the crew's gear was still in place, and the galley was fully stocked with food. But no one was there. The lifeboat was gone. The last log entry was dated 10 days earlier, with nothing to suggest danger or panic. And one more odd detail. A single rope, thick and weather-beaten, trailing off the stern of the ship, as if someone had tried to tether something, or someone, to the sea. So what in the world happened on that boat? There were no signs of violence, no fire, no blood, not even weather damage. Just absence. The crew, Captain Briggs, his wife and child, they were simply gone. Forever. From the moment the story broke, theories began to swirl like a storm. The first and most sensational? Piracy. But that quickly fell apart. Why would pirates leave all the valuables behind? The ship's cargo was untouched. The crew's money, jewelry, even instruments, still there. Pirates don't usually plunder just the people. Then came whispers of mutiny. Maybe the crew had turned on Briggs. But again, why leave the ship? Why take the only lifeboat and vanish without a trace? Some said alcohol fumes from the cargo might have leaked, causing fear of an explosion. That one's a bit more plausible. After all, alcohol is volatile. If the crew smelled fumes, maybe they feared the ship would blow and abandon ship temporarily. But if that were true, wouldn't they return once they realized there was no danger? And where did they go? The waters were calm that day. No storm to swallow them. There's also the theory of natural phenomena, like a waterspout or rogue wave. Something fast, violent, that startled them enough to flee, maybe washed some overboard. But if it were that sudden, how was the ship so pristine? The meals untouched, the beds made? Then, of course, we have the supernatural suggestions. Ghosts, sea monsters, alien abduction, a portal to another dimension. Believe it or not, some people truly believe the Mary Celeste was a cursed ship, doomed to carry only the echoes of its crew. Let me tell you a strange detail that fuels the supernatural fire. When the Dei Gratia crew examined the Mary Celeste, they noted a few things that didn't sit right. The compass was broken. The ship's clock was off. There were deep scratches on the rail, like someone had tried to climb over in haste. And the rope, that long trailing rope, was frayed at the end, as if violently torn. Was someone trying to hold on and failed? Even creepier, some accounts from sailors who later sailed the recovered Mary Celeste say they felt watched. One man said he heard footsteps when he was alone on deck. Another claimed to see a woman in white vanish through a closed door. Official logs never confirmed these hauntings, but enough sailors refused to work on her that the ship struggled to find a consistent crew. The Mary Celeste was eventually resold and changed hands multiple times, never again regaining her reputation. Some said she was cursed. Others just called her unlucky. But her final chapter came in 1885, when her then-owner deliberately wrecked her near Haiti in an insurance scam. The ship's bones were left to rot beneath the waves. But her legend? That stayed afloat. Still today, no definitive answer has ever surfaced. The ship was in good shape. The people were gone. And that rope, swaying gently in the breeze, dipping into the cold Atlantic, like a forgotten question mark. So here we are, more than 150 years later, still wondering. What happened aboard the Mary Celeste? Was it fear, madness, something science has yet to name? Or maybe some riddles were never meant to be solved. As you let that thought sink in, just imagine it. A quiet sea, a ship adrift, rocking gently under gray skies, the creak of wood, the slap of water, and no one on board. Only the wind knows what it saw that day. And it isn't talking. Thanks for staying with me tonight on this voyage into the unknown. If you enjoyed the chilling tale of the Mary Celeste, be sure to check out more mysteries right here on NightStoryHQ. We've got legends, hauntings, and all the unexplained corners of history waiting for you. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your light close. You never know what might drift into view. Good night, traveler.